So we are in downtown Bar Harbor, as people say. I'm not really sure what we're getting into today. I think we might see if Riley can come in with us to some shops, maybe try to eat somewhere with her. We're just gonna see what we get into.
From that pet shop, we picked up some apple cinnamon dog bones. I keep dropping pieces of them. Riley is not all that interested. So we were wondering if maybe they tasted weird, so I'm going to bite the bullet. Flour, oats, pumpernickel flour, water, molasses, oil, apples. What's not to like? What's not to like? Needs a little bit more sugar if it was my kind of cookie, but for a dog, that's pretty good. That company was Bar Harbor, and we were talking with the owner. I think she was the owner. And of course, she fell in love with Riley. And Riley is going to be on their Instagram later tonight because today, should I break the news? Today is her 9th birthday.
Woohoo! She's very excited about it. So we are going to show off our campsite in the Blackwoods Campground at Acadia National Park. It's pretty close to the neighbors. So that's been interesting with Riley, but she's done pretty good overall. She's a little more skittish in the dark when she can't really see what's going on around her. But here it is. Our car takes up half of it. Come on. And then you got a fire pit over here. Our tent. And a little picnic table. And that's about it.
The fire pit does have a nice little swing grate. Oh! Yes, I grunt. I'm old. So that way you can cook over the fire pretty easily. Which is nice. But yeah, this is it. These neighbors over behind Candace have been here since we got here. And these neighbors over here are gone right now. But they've changed every single day that we've been here. But there's a little area back here. We got all of our firewood covered up with a tarp because it rained most of the day yesterday. And we got our camping box with all of our supplies locked to the picnic table and a lock on that.
It is some nice wooded area behind us.
Yeah.
Some nice wooded area. That makes sense.
Them some nice woods in there. Mm-hmm.
Said I'm a little sleep deprived. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But unlike Eustis, it has been very warm here. I think last night was like 55, I think. We'll probably give you guys a tour of the tent at the next place that we're staying at. It's a little bit more private. We thought this was going to be a little bit more private.
Yeah, we thought it was a little bit more tucked like back into the woods and not like directly on a road. Which there's not a lot of traffic on this road. It's only the people who are staying in these specific campgrounds. But yeah, we thought it was going to be a little more wooded on the sides, so you don't really see your neighbors as much, but it's fairly open.
I wish you could have seen the looks on our faces when we first pulled into our parking spot, because all the numbers are on the road and we're at B25, and so it was okay, B10, B11, B12, all the way up. And we saw B25 and we looked around and just saw neighbors everywhere and people out and about, and we were like,
you want to check hotels?
we didn't give up. We thought it'd be worth a try.
She's honestly been really good for the most part. She growls some, but no one else can really hear her growling. Because it's kind of like under her breath almost. She's only barked a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And she's honestly totally fine in the tent for the most part. She doesn't really seem to mind the noises if she's in the tent, so she's not barking at nighttime when people are trying to sleep.
Yeah. It was $30 a night to be here. We stayed here for 3 nights. Pretty good deal. There is no electricity. There's no water. There is, I don't think I can show. Down the road a little bit, there's a restroom. There's a dumpster down there, and that's where the bathrooms are and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of a walk, but not bad whatsoever. This is probably going to be the shortest tour. And like I said, when we get to the next place, we'll give you guys the tent tour. Currently, right now, it is wet, and I don't feel like going inside. Any closing remarks, you two?
No, I think we're gonna eat some lunch and maybe do like another hike. Maybe try to find another lake to go kayaking in. It was pretty busy at a couple of the places we looked at kayaking yesterday, so. But we'll probably do another hike at least before it gets dark. What do you think, Riley? What would you like to do?
Riley girl. We are going to do the Wonderland Trail. It is a short 1.3 mile hike. It's just a little bit out of the town of insert right here, and it's supposed to be real quick, like half an hour. Should be some pretty sea views though, so let's see what we see.
Riley's there, but you can't see her.
Oh,
there she is.
There she is. She's always on the back. Almost done with the Wonderland Trail. That was a nice short trail. Now we're getting ready to go to Ship's Cove?
Ship Harbor or something?
Ship Harbor Trail. So it's just down the road, so we're just going to hop back in the car, drive down there, and head on to the next hike. She's coming too. We are at the Ship Harbor Trail trailhead. It is 1.4 miles. I don't know the elevation, and takes 28 minutes to hike. This one's kind of cool because it's a figure 8, so you get to see a bunch of different scenery inside of a little ship's cove. Ship Harbor Trail. Like I said, it's a figure 8 trail. We chose to stay left the entire time, so we had forest views in the beginning, and now the whole walk back we have the cove. Absolutely gorgeous sea views. It is currently low tide. It says when it's high tide there's a difference of 12 feet in the elevation of the ocean, which is pretty crazy. A lot of the stuff that me and Riley were walking around on would have been underwater during high tide, so she's getting a little wiggly. So I think we're going to head on back to the car, and we'll have the coast on our shoulder the whole way and just keep seeing those gorgeous sea views. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go burn all bridges. All I know
What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old lives.
We are about to do the Hunter's Beach Trail. I think it's like a 0.6 miles or something like that. More of a walk than a hike. Someone is very excited. Hey, baby. Just look at that little excited face.
So we made it to Hunter's Beach. It was a super short walk, mostly downhill, lots of tree limbs. Trying to time the wave crashing. Riley enjoyed her walk. We're gonna hang out here for a little bit, enjoy the ocean views, and travel on to our next hike. I know you're excited. I know. Let's see what we see from there. So we have arrived to Gorham Mountain Loop. It is a 3-mile trail here in Acadia National Park, just off of the Maine Park Loop. We've already got Riley in the backpack because she did almost 3/4 of a mile this morning. We don't want to tire her out too much. So we're gonna walk around, see the wildlife. I'm sure we'll get some coastal views, and the rest is to be determined. just starting to rain. We're supposed to have on and off showers the rest of the night. And we knew it was supposed to rain, but we were hoping not quite yet. So I think we're going to turn around and head back to the car so our gear doesn't get wet and our dog doesn't get wet. And yeah, might head back to the camp. Might find something else to do for the next couple hours till it gets dark. But good hike.